Hello from San Francisco, California. We're live at Oracle Park. MLB The Show with a good one coming at you. It's the Pittsburgh Pirates taking on the San Francisco Giants. First pitch coming at you right after the break. So, almost ready to get underway. And on the mound today, Logan Webb.
It's always interesting to see how he utilizes all of his pitches and how many of those he has a good feel for on that given day. When he's right, he's really able to keep hitters guessing, and all of his stuff seems to be coming out of the same arm slot, the same tunnel, and that can make life very difficult on his opponents.
At the plate for Pittsburgh, Tommy Pham. And ball one to the right fielder.
1-0.
So 2 balls and no strikes.
Second pitch of the game, it was a good one, but doesn't get the strike call. We'll see how this umpire zone shapes up today.
That one drifts inside. That one misses, so a leadoff walk.
Maybe a little loss of focus on the mound right there. Pretty much gifted him first base with a quick free pass.
Brian Reynolds here. Fastball is outside. Missed with a changeup. Now 2-0.
2 balls, no strikes.
Fouled off. He was late. Pham gets his lead at first. Nobody out. That's down and in. That one's in there. And now 3-2.
Look out.
On the ground right side, 4, 6, and that's all they'll get. Here's O'Neal Cruz. He's someone that you might not describe as having elite level speed, but he can absolutely move, and it is a factor in his game. First pitch just misses.
But this guy's definitely a plus runner, but what I love about him is that he goes all out every single time, never takes a break. It's guys like that, even though they don't have the elite speed, the fact that they're consistent with it, they make moves on the base paths.
Left-hand hitter waits. Swing and a ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. Reynolds rounds second, heads for third. In there safely.
Once you get the ball by the pitcher, there's a lot of base hits up the middle, even on ground balls. So a nice job to use that big hole and get himself a hit.
Runners at the corners here, 1 away. Andrew McCutchen, the next Pirate to hit. That one catches the zone. Strike 1. Runners are at the corners, one away. Next pitch is outside. Two on, one out. That one drilled left field, and it's just foul. That was close. Double play ball to second. There's one. What a double play that was. Inning over. So one hit is all they get. On to the bottom of the first. No score after a half inning. Back here in San Francisco. And today's starting pitcher, Paul Skeens.
Well, he comes at hitters with a 5-pitch mix, so for him, it's always interesting to see how he utilizes those weapons. He may lean on 1 or 2 pitches depending on how things are going and how things are working, but if he can control 4 or even 5 of those offerings, look out, hitters. It's going to be a tough day. He's really going to be able to keep those guys off balance.
Bottom of the first. And now the center fielder, Jung-Hoo Lee. And that one fouled off.
Well, Boog, here's a little background info on Jung-Hoo Lee. He hit for the highest batting average in KBO history, which included a ton of doubles. Plus, he took home 5 Gold Gloves. He's a player that helps the team with his bat and defensively.
One, two.
Pretty standard high 0-2 fastball right there. If you're smart, you'll look for something down in the zone, but not too far. You want to chase that breaking ball in the dirt.
Two and two. High fly ball out to center field. Cruz heads towards it. He's got it. One away. Okay, let's check out the lineup. They're dealing with a top-level arm on the mound, so this figures to be a tough matchup for them. What's the key to the offense today, Singy?
Well, Boog, I think when you got a guy that's this talented on the mound, you got to find ways to disrupt his rhythm, make him uncomfortable a little bit. The guys that can handle the bat and perhaps, bunt for a base hit, get him moving off the mound. If you're in the box and he seems to be just in a flow, step out, mess up his timing, somehow try to get in his head a little bit. And then when he does come in the zone, you may only get one pitch. You better not miss it.
One down, base is empty. Swing and a foul straight back. Here's a 1-1. Just missed. No. And Singy, as a team, you need to make the most of the very few opportunities he's going to give you, right?
Absolutely. And if you don't get to guys like this a lot of times early, once they really settle in, it's going to be the later innings that they hand that ball over to a reliever if they do at all.
Swing and a ball lifted in the air. Coming on is Pham to make the play. 2 away now.
Batting third, the shortstop.
Willie Adames stands in. And that's a little bit high. And that is ball 1. 2 out, space is empty.
Yeah. 1 ball, 1 strike.
The 1-1 is fouled off. Cut out and missed. Curveball struck him out. Giants are down 1-2-3. We played an inning, no score. Back here at Oracle Park, now here is Joey Bart. Webb, an all-star a season ago, 28 years old, and he was drafted in the 4th round back in 2014. Webb back to work. Line drive, and it stays fair.
Well, clearly he was ready to hit right there. Recognized the break on that pitch early, and that allowed him to keep his front shoulder in. You know, it's easy to bail on those front door breaking balls, but a great job right there of letting it travel, then unloading a nice balanced swing.
Up next for the Pirates, Billy Cook. Third baseman playing on the edge of the grass, looking for the sac bunt. First pitch, and he just misses. Bart aboard here at first with nobody out. Next pitch in for a strike, and 1-1. Joe McDonald doing the home plate duties here.
Well, Joe's an interesting one. I'm always trying to figure out what exactly his zone is. It feels like it kind of moves around from game to game, sometimes inning to inning.
Gets under it and pops it up. Fitzgerald on his way over. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. And there's one away. Yeah, I think that's fair. I don't think he's ever way off with his balls and strikes. But, yeah, I don't think it's easy to define what his zone is, like you said. Next to hit, Nick Gonzalez. And takes low for ball 1. No score here in the second. Popped in the air, left field. Makes the catch. And there are 2 outs.
Batting 8th, third baseman, Ke'Bryan Hayes.
Now batting Ke'Bryan Hayes. He has consistently been one of the best in the sport against lefties, and yet the righties give him trouble. You know, you don't want to be labeled as that guy, but the numbers say what they say. No. First pitch doesn't find the zone.
Well, he's a good player, but if he wants to be great, he's going to have to figure it out against right-handed pitchers. There's so many right-handers in the game that you're going to see them one after another. So you would imagine with that many looks, Boog, that the adjustment's got to be coming soon.
Two gone, but the go-ahead run is at first. Here at the top of the second. Hit in the air, center field. Lee under it. He's got it, and that is that. Pirates leave 1. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. Bottom of the second, and here is Matt Chapman. It's interesting, he plays kind of a power spot defensively, but runs pretty well. So when you're looking at that position, you're not expecting someone that has maybe above average speed, but he does. At 96, that pitch is in for a strike.
And I think that skill set really upgrades the position, because when you have that kind of speed, it makes the whole team that much better.
Got him. And quickly one away in the second.
Well, definitely a borderline pitch right there, and he didn't look too convinced as he headed back to the dugout. You know, those are tough ones to let go as a hitter, but with the human umpire calling balls and strikes, it's always going to be on you to protect yourself with 2 strikes.
So here's Wade now. That one at triple digits. What about him playing another position on defense, one that would require a little more range?
Absolutely, and I think if push came to shove where they had to make a move during a game, He'd surprise a lot of people. You might even be able to put him in center field.
Fastball for a strike. That one just misses. Now 1-2.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts. Off to a strong start, Singy, as he's punched out 3 of the first 5 he's faced.
Well, he's definitely minimizing contact. He can get the swing and miss when he needs it, but he'll also keep the defense fresh behind him, allowing some balls in play as well.
Elliot Ramos in the box with 2 gone, and takes a look at a called strike. Here comes the 0-1. Swings through that one.
He has a tendency to chase out of the zone, and that slider that's down, that's one of his money pitches to get that swing and miss.
Got him swinging for the strikeout. And he strikes out the side for the 2nd time today. Giants down in order. We'll move to the 3rd with no score. And we're back. Top half of the 3rd inning. Isaiah Kiner-Falefa up to the plate. Down the middle for a strike. And it's 0-1.
Goodness, I think he just took the best pitch he's going to see in this at bat. You don't get many like that in that location. I don't know if you take that pitch against any pitcher out there on the mound.
Next offering is downstairs.
1-1.
Just missed. That one fouled off. 2-2.
Well, this is a good time to step out of the box, take a deep breath, reset. A couple of change-ups. Probably won't see another one here.
Back to the mound. He's got it. Handles, throws the first, and one away in the top of the 3rd. So the Pirates batting order turns over. Here's Tommy Pham. Walked his first time. Bounding ball here, rolls foul. 1 out, bases empty. Swing and a liner foul off to the right. Gets a piece, and it stays 0-2. One down, base is empty. And now 1-2. That's a ball. Tried the sweeper. That's foul off to the right side. Keeps the AB going. Still 2-2 after the foul ball. Fights it off. He'll see another. Cut on and lifted in the air. Lunging, but it gets down.
Now back, left fielder, Brian Reynolds. 1-0. 1-0. 1-0. 1-0. 1-0. 1-0. 1-0. 1-0. 1-0. 1-0. 1-0. 1-0. 1-0. 1-0. 1-0. 1-0. 1-0. 1-0. 1-0. 1-0. 1-0. 1-0. 1-0. 1-0. 1-0. 1-0. 1-0. 1-0. 1-0. 1-0. 1-0. 1-0. 1-0. 1-0. 1-0. 1-0. 1-0. 1-0. 1-0. 1-0. 1-0. 1-0. 1-0. 1-0. 1-0. 1-0. 1-0. 1-0. 1-0. 1-0. 1-0. 1-0. 1-0. 1-0. 1-0. 1-0. 1-0. 1-0. 1-0. 1-0. 1-0. 1-0. 1-0. 1-0. 1-0. 1-0. 1-0. 1-0. 1-0. 1-0. 1-0. 1-0. 1-0. 1-0. 1-0.
Brian Reynolds, the next to hit. He's 0 for 1. That one finds the corner, and that's strike one. Man at first, one away. Ground ball left side. 1 at second. And they bounce into 2 already. This one ends the third. 1 hit in the inning, but nothing more than that. We move on to the bottom of inning number 3. We're tied 0-0. And welcome back to the ballpark. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. Now it's the Giants catcher, Patrick Bailey. Left field. Reynolds right there to make the grab. 1 up, 1 down.
Woo, he was all over that first pitch fastball. Just barely missed it. Man, this guy was ready to hit.
Mike Yastrzemski up here. First pitch misses. Swing and a miss. That one at 1-0-1.
Talk about tying a guy up. That was ugly.
Swing and a pop up in foul ground. And a foul ball. And a 1-2. Foul ball left side. He'll see another.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
Fastball is outside.
2-2.
Ground ball scooped up. Key Brian Hayes zips it across.
Out.
And there are 2 outs.
Left fielder,
Grant McCray, the next Giant to hit. And first offering is fouled off. Still tied at 0, last of the third. Strike on the outside corner. 0-2 now.
I mean, that's perfect location right on the black. I mean, over and over again, this guy demonstrates the ability to hit those spots. They're so tough to do anything with as a hitter.
Next one in the dirt. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. Swings through that, and it's a strikeout. He picks up his 5th strikeout on the hill. Giants go down quietly. Still no score. Start of the 4th. Here's the center fielder, O'Neal Cruz.
He's got pop, which is a little sneaky because he's so comfortable with taking his base hits to the opposite field. But he can jump you if you make a mistake.
Ball 1 there.
He's been pitching well, but we'll see what kind of adjustment the hitters make this second time through the order. We'll know if he's got really good stuff in this one or not.
Next offering is down low. And that's through there for a strike.
2 balls, 1 strike.
And a strike on the outside edge.
Probably the best one we have seen. Throwing it where he wanted to, have a nice tight spin to it, and a teaser just off the edge of the plate.
On the outside corner, got him looking.
That's just a nasty pitch right there, and I'm not surprised at all that he got the strikeout looking. You know, at the plate, looks like it's a fastball off the corner the entire way until just that very last second when that cutting action takes over and brings it back to clip the outside corner. You just got to tip your cap sometimes, but overall, that's just a nasty pitch.
Here's McCutchen. That one misses, and it's 1-0.
1 ball, no strike.
And another ball.
2-0's the count.
Next offering is fouled back. The pitch to McCutchen. This one chopped on the ground, but foul. 4th inning underway, no score. Bounce to the left side. They get him, but it was pretty close. Here's Joey Bart now. 1 for 1 with a single so far. And the pitch a little bit low, ball 1. And now it's even up.
1-1.
Two down, nobody on. Fights that one away, still 1-2. And that just misses.
That's one you always want as a pitcher, down at the knees, and it looks to me like he's barking. That's a strike. Doesn't change the call, but sometimes it helps to let that frustration out a little bit.
Two outs. And downstairs.
Wow, this guy's really battling up there as if his run is the game-winning run. I love his tenacity.
Foul. We'll see another payoff pitch.
5 foul balls in this at bat so far, and these two are going head-to-head. You can see the crowd. They're starting to get into it a little bit more and more each pitch, even though there hasn't been a ball in play yet.
And he walked him. That's a great at bat. He saw a lot of pitches and earned a walk.
It's not easy laying off that pitch. It's designed to fool you, but he just wasn't fooled at all.
Go ahead run on base. Cook now at the plate. 0 for 1 with a fly out. Right through there for a strike.
Well, we call that keyhole. Even though it's right there and looks pretty good, if he doesn't love it, he's not going to swing that early in the count.
Next offering way upstairs. Chop to first. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. So 1 left for Pittsburgh, and we are still scoreless. Back here in San Francisco, and now the center fielder, Jung-Hoo Lee. And a foul ball.
Well, these Giants just lacking discipline at the plate in this ball game. They're chasing a lot of pitches outside the zone, and those chases that are turning into a bunch of outs. Can they turn that around and stay within the zone? We'll see, but I think they have to.
He caught it behind his back, and they get the out.
Good sinker low in the zone right there and produced exactly what he was looking for. Ball on the ground, nice ground out.
Tyler Fitzgerald digs in now. Flied to right his first time. That one finds the zone. That's strike one. The Giants still looking for their first hit in this one. Top of the zone, and it's called a strike.
Oh, this guy's so comfortable hitting with 2 strikes. Even a good pitch early in the at-bat. If he's not ready to pull the trigger, he's not worried if he gets to an 0-2 count.
Got him looking. So he picks up his 6th strikeout of the ball game.
Oh, there's a 3-pitch strikeout. He can do whatever he wants with the baseball right now.
Here's the shortstop at the plate, Willie Adames. And that one is in for a strike. Two down, nobody on. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. Next offering is in for a strike.
This guy's not wasting any pitches. Hitters got to get into swing mode. This is a good time to expand the zone. Throw some.
Threw it by him. A swing and a miss at the fastball to end the inning. Nothing doing there for San Francisco. And we're still knotted at 0. Back here at Oracle Park, and stepping in is the speedy Nick Gonzalez. Webb back to work. Check swing. Did he go? Yes, he did.
You know, these Pirates doing a great job, Boog, of just waiting for the right pitch to come their way, and I'm seeing very patient at-bats out of them. They haven't produced a run yet, but the pitch count for the starter is starting to climb, so they're hoping that starts to pay off soon.
And the sweeper is off the plate.
And I think they're in a good spot thanks to their pitching, but no one would be shocked if this offense strings something together to take the lead.
That's inside. Spoils that one, and it remains 2-2. Swing and a miss and a changeup in the dirt. On to first, in time to get him. 1 away and the strikeout. Key Brian Hayes, the next Pirate to hit. 0 for 1 with a fly out to center. First offering, and it just misses. Just missed. On the ground to third, and it gets by him.
Showed some really nice patience in that at bat. Worked himself into a good count. Turned on it nicely. Definitely a little out in front of the pitch, but he didn't hook around it too much and was able to keep it fair down the line.
Go ahead run on base. Here is Isaiah Kiner-Falefa. The shortstop takes the ball. Hayes over at first with 1 away. Right through there for a strike. strike. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout. And now the Pirates leadoff man, Tommy Pham.
A walk, and he's also singled.
Pham, 37 years young. Usually in left, but today he's starting in right field. 2 outs. Pitch misses. 2-0.
Well, the big play, in my opinion, from right field is that throw from right field to third base. Longest one in the game, and you got to have a pretty strong arm. Hopefully he can play that one hop nicely if he has an opportunity to throw out a runner.
Swing and a ball drilled center field. Lee moving under it, and that is that. Pirates leave one. Halfway through this one, still no score. And we're back. John Shabby with my buddy Chris Singleton. It's set to get us started. Bottom 5, Matt Chapman. One on the gun, swing and a miss.
Boog, over 80% of his first pitches are strikes. You're doing that, you could have a really good day out there on the mound.
That one misses, and the count is 1-1. And there's a rocket into the outfield. Around first, heading for 2. Around second now, as they still don't have it. Safely into third with a leadoff triple.
Everything came together for him. He didn't smoke that ball, but he didn't have to, man. When you're working the ball gap to gap, there's so much open space out there. So I think that knock was all about his approach and that willingness to just let the ball get deep on it. Now let's see if they can put up the first run of the game.
Here's Lamont Wade Jr. That's in there. That's strike 1. And a strike right through there. That one at triple digits. Runner at third here. Nobody out. Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2.
Well, he knows they don't want to give him anything to hit, but when you've got opportunities to drive in runs, you've got to expand the zone. He's capable of going out there and doing damage with it.
Inside, almost got him. And a swing and a miss. Huge strikeout there.
Boog gets talked about a lot, but a good high fastball in a 2-strike situation, it's just become such a problem for hitters in more recent years. I mean, with all of the emphasis by pitchers on developing that spin rate, having a good grip on the baseball, those high fastballs, they kind of look like to the hitter that they're rising, even though they're not, but they're not decreasing in velocity and spin rate. So very difficult to get the barrel on it.
Ramos takes a ball as he stands in for the second time. And another ball.
And you got to wonder, with first base open, 1 out, is he going to get a pitch to hit?
One away with a runner at third. Last half of inning number 5. Swings and misses. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
2 strikes.
And a base hit. And they'll score first. It's 1-0.
Well, there you go. The RBI machine. Another clutch run scoring at bat.
Yeah, he's been so good in these situations. Call it clutch if you want, but his resume speaks for itself. 1 down, runner at first. Patrick Bailey, the next Giant to hit. And this is inside.
1 ball, no strike.
Next offering misses, and it's 2-0. Runner takes off, and a foul ball makes the count 2-1. Swing and a miss as he was late.
Belly just threw that fastball by him, elevated, and if you're not looking up in that location, very difficult to catch up to, especially with that velocity.
Fouls it back with 2 strikes. Two now. A little bit low.
Really close pitch down around the knees there, and you could see him asking where it missed. Probably doesn't agree, but it appears he's ready to move on to the next pitch.
Throw over to first. Ramos back in on a dive. Fouled off, and they'll do it again. The other way, fair ball. Oh, he botches it. Gets off a throw, rounds third, headed for the plate. He'll score.
A costly mistake in the outfield thanks to the bad read, and terrible timing for that to happen. That's a play you just want to forget about.
One out, runner at second. Here comes Mike Yastrzemski to the plate. Grounded out his first time up. That one missing inside. One out and a runner at second. Next pitch misses. Ball 2.
Well, usually a high level of confidence when you're facing a young pitcher out there on the mound. In this situation, ahead 2-0, he's put himself in a really good spot.
Good hitters count the 2-0. Check swing, now an appeal to third, and he held up. And there's the automatic. Fouls one away, and now 3-2. Man at second. Got him. That's his 9th strikeout so far.
Just locked him up right there for the second out, and that's an at-bat he's probably going to be thinking about for a little while. Didn't pull the trigger. Not how you want to go down in an RBI spot, so now you got to hope your teammate behind you can pick you up.
So 2 down now, and here is Grant McCray. First pitch just misses. Swings through that one out in front that time.
1-1.
Good late sink on that fastball. Out of the hand, looks so good. And then by the time it gets in the hitting zone, hard to get the barrel to it.
No.
Just missed.
Well, out there on the mound, he's got to go right after this hitter because you don't want to turn this lineup over. This is the guy that you've got to get that final out, get out of this inning.
Man on second, 2 down. Fought off foul.
Instead of letting the hitter get his arms extended, tied him up a little bit, slightly up, slightly in.
Swing and a ground ball, and that one gets through into center field. Now a long throw home. It's offline. The run comes in.
Picks himself up an RBI. Really nice job staying up the middle with his approach. He didn't try to do too much with the pitch, just shot it through the infield. And now they've got some speed on first, so we'll see if they try to get him into motion.
So up next, Jung-Hoo Lee. 0 for 2 in this one. Now move to first, and he's back in there. That one pushed to the left and foul. McRae off of first with 2 away. Check swing, went around, and it's 0-2. Stays alive. Struck him out looking. 3 runs on 4 hits, no errors, and 1 left on. 5 innings complete. It's the Giants 3 and the Pirates nothing. And welcome back to the ballpark. All right, we go to the top half of inning number 6. At the plate for Pittsburgh, Brian Reynolds. The wind of the pitch.
Well, after putting up a nice inning on offense, got some runs across, this is where you look for the starter to go out there, have a shutdown inning. Don't give that other team any hope. You just hope that he can get through this inning, get the bats back up there while they're hot.
Ground ball right side, and that's just foul.
Ball. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
Next pitch is outside.
Full count.
Expect for that guy to come right at you with a fastball, something in the zone, because he does not want to allow the leadoff walk.
And a 3-2. Battling here as he fouls it away. Got him looking. He's notched 4 strikeouts now.
Clearly looking out over the plate on that outer third, and that pitch finished right down the middle, just a little bit in, and he couldn't pull the trigger.
Cruz stands in here, takes ball 1 low. The Giants leading by 3, and we're the top half of the 6th. Hit hard, but foul off to the left.
Well, Boog, I know it's obvious, but you just can't miss Cruz when he's on the field. I've never seen a player like him. I mean, he's 6'7", weighs 220 pounds, and is the tallest shortstop in the history of Major League Baseball.
1-2.
Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. And he grounds one to the right side, and it goes just foul. Strike three, and that's 2 in a row.
Definitely made him chase a little bit out of his zone right there. I don't think that's a strike if he takes it. Pretty textbook pitching. Get ahead in the count, get the guy in the box on his heels, and then force him to chase your pitch where he doesn't have much of a chance to do any damage.
McCutchen in the box for the 3rd time today as he takes that one off the plate. Swings through that.
1 ball, 1 strike.
That missed inside, and it's 2-1. On the inside corner for a strike.
What's good pitch
2
there.
balls, 2 strikes.
Really had some run and finished a little up and in just on the edge. And that's one of those, if you swing at it, you hit a broken bat as you jog back to the dugout.
Two down, nobody on. And that's way high. Counts full, 3-2. Outside, and that is ball 4.
What a battle. It's not always easy laying off a 3-2 pitch, and I tell you what, he earned that walk.
This is Joey Bart. Fastball for a strike. Signs of movement in the Giants bullpen. Tyler Rogers getting ready to come in for Bob Melvin. Doval, a hard-throwing right-hander, up as well. And that one is lifted in the air. Yastrzemski coming on. Tracks it down for the out. And that'll do it. So another good inning for him on the mound. 6 shutout innings now. It's the Giants 3 and the Pirates nothing. Back now for the bottom of the 6th, and there's a new pitcher on the mound. Carmen Mlodzinski.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
And digging in for San Francisco, Tyler Fitzgerald.
Tyler Fitzgerald.
Ball 1 low. And a swing and a miss there.
Clearly, he was sitting on a fastball right there and just ended up out in front of the slider. Hey, you can't fault him for his commitment. Now he's just going to have to battle with 2 strikes.
Swings and misses, struck him out.
He's really good hitting the baseball the other way, so credit the pitcher for having him out in front of that pitch. Clearly, he had him fooled.
And the batter will be the shortstop, Willie Adames, who's 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts. That's too low. Ball 1. Activity in the bullpen.
No
Kyle Nicholas up and throwing. Base is empty, 1 away here in the bottom of the 6th. In the air, left field. Reynolds gets under it. And there's 2 down. Two outs, base is empty. Matt Chapman, the next Giant to hit. 1 for 2. Chapman gets a piece there. And strike 2.
Well, you got the hitter already chasing that nasty slider. If you're on the mound, you just want to expand the zone right now. Get a swing and miss and get through this at bat.
That one to first. Cook. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. Giants are down 1-2-3, but they lead at 3-0. Welcome back. We're in the 7th. We have a new pitcher on the mound, Tyler Rogers. Now at the plate, Billy Cook. The Pirates in striking distance, but have some work to do.
Boog, it starts with the leadoff man. I need a good at bat out of him right here.
To the right side. Whips it to first.
He's out.
And they get the leadoff hitter in the 7th.
If you want to be a great defense, you have to deliver consistently. It doesn't matter how many highlight reel plays you make if you can't execute the small stuff, just like we saw.
Nick Gonzalez getting ready to hit. And that one is downstairs. 1-0. On the corner for a strike.
It's been tough for the offense so far, but you can't get frustrated. You got to find a way to shake it off, go up there and relax. That's the only way you're going to be able to put runs up on the board.
And a big swing and a miss. The Pirates trailing by 3 here in the top half of inning number 7. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Couldn't catch up to the heater. 2 down, bases empty. Brian Hayes, the next Pirate to hit. That's to third. Chapman gets it to first.
He's out.
And the Pirates go 1-2-3. Nothing doing here for Pittsburgh. Still down 3-0. We're back in a new pitcher here to start the bottom of the 7th. Caleb Ferguson.
And they felt it was time to bring on a left-handed reliever from the pen with the lefty hitter coming up. I think it's a good move. I know I never liked when opposing teams did that to me.
And here's the first baseman, Lamont Wade Jr. In the air, left field, down the line, and that is foul. Out to center. Cruz heads towards it. Hauls it in, and there's one away.
That's just a really nice catch on the run right there. He saved extra bases for sure. If the pitcher's his friend, he'll give him a second to catch his breath before he's ready to deal the next pitch.
Here's Elliot Ramos. Slashed foul down the right side. That'll hook off into the seats. The 0-1. There's the strike. 95 of that one.
Well, I think that pitch surprised all of us. Right down the middle, doesn't get a swing. Not very often you see a hitter lay off a cookie like that.
And that one upstairs, ball 1. Next pitch inside. And the count now even up.
That one called just inside, I think. And on the mound, he's trying to get a little bit of an explanation. Doesn't seem to be too bothered by it, though. But he clearly thought it clipped the corner.
Swing and a drive, deep right field. That's back there. On the warning track, and hauls it in.
Outstanding catch right there, and I love the commitment that he showed. He knew that the wall was close, but was determined to make that catch, and a nice calculation of just how much room he had to try to minimize that contact.
Bailey, up for the third time here, watches that one miss. And that one missing low. Two down, nobody on. Here at the bottom of the seventh. That one fouled off. Two outs. Swing and a line drive. That's a base hit into center field. And now the right fielder, Mike Yastrzemski. And that's off the outside edge. And that's ball one.
Ball two.
No, he's really working him away this at bat. Sometimes take a little bit off velocity. Try to get a rollover, something on the ground. Stay away from that big hole on the right side of the infield.
Next offering is fouled back. This one popped up. Gonzalez sizing this one up. He's there. He's got it. And that's the third out. So the Giants leave one, but they lead it 3-0. Back here at Oracle Park, we go to the eighth. Now it's the shortstop, Isaiah Kiner-Falefa. Rogers back to work. Fastball in for a strike. 0-1. Double-barreled action in the bullpen. Ryan Walker getting ready to come in for Bob Melvin. Doval also getting ready. This one popped up. Fitzgerald makes the catch for the out. Now it's the right fielder, Tommy Pham. Rogers, a 6'3" righty, 180 pounds, and he was a 10th round pick back in 2013. Swing and a ground ball. Lays out, but he can't squeeze it. The throw comes in too late. He's in safely, and now there's a runner at first. Manager out of the dugout, and he's going to make a change. Tyler Rogers will depart. It's a 3-run game, and we'll be back to tell you about the new arm in a minute. New pitcher on now, Camilo Doval. Man at first with one gone. B-Ray coming to the plate now. 0 for 3 with 2 groundouts and a strikeout. And the first pitch misses for ball one.
Got to keep things airtight defensively right here. On your toes, ready to make a play. If you can get this to the 9th with a 3-run lead, it should be a W.
And another ball. Next pitch off the plate. And now 3-0. So definitely a little wild right out of the gate.
Well, it can be a little tough coming from the bullpen mound to this mound, but you've got to find a way to get ahead in the count quickly. He hasn't. We'll see how this at bat turns out.
Outside ball 4. And that'll bring the tying run to the plate. O'Neal Cruz, the next Pirate to hit. 1 for 3. Slap the other way, foul. The tying run at the plate. Swings and misses. And that's strike 2. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
So far, just one of those days for this lineup. You get a couple of runners on, and you're looking at having a big inning, and that strikeout right there just pours water on the fire. You look for the next hitter to step up and try to do something, pick up his teammate and his glove.
Here's Andrew McCutchen to hit. Corner infielders guarding the lines, trying to prevent extra bases. Splits the plate. It's 0-1.
0-1.
Tying run at the plate. Off the mark there. And it's a ball and a strike.
The only adjustment he needs to make is his target. If you aim at the outside corner, that slider's going to end up way off the plate. Perhaps look a little more down the middle, and you get it right where you want it.
And the slider catches the zone.
All sliders so far in this at-bat to get ahead in the count, and clearly shows there was a game plan in mind for how to attack him in the box.
On a bounce right side, Fitzgerald. And that is that. Pirates strand a couple. They trail it here 3-0. Back now, new pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the 8th, Tim Meza. So digging in, Grant McCray.
You know, this is kind of a tough matchup as a left-handed hitter facing a left-handed pitcher. What you tell yourself is I want to stay square to the plate, try to hit the ball over the shortstop's head.
And that is downstairs. And that is ball 1. Swing and a miss, and that one missed by a ton.
Man, that was pretty gross right there.
That's off the inside corner. 2 balls and a strike. Ground ball right side. Cook steps on first for the out.
Now batting, center fielder Jung-Hoo Lee.
Now it's the Giants leadoff hitter, Jung-Hoo Lee. 0 for 3. A fly out, a ground out, and a strikeout. Ground ball up the middle. Sneaks through, base hit. Now, Tyler Fitzgerald, 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts and a flyout. That one finds the zone. Strike 1.
No balls. 1 strike.
in there for a strike at the bottom of the zone.
That's a great take right there. Even though it's a strike, with the situation, runner on first base, you want to keep the ball off the ground. And you swing at that pitch, most likely you roll into a double play.
And that one almost hit him. Lee stands at first with one out. That one just misses.
2-2.
Swing and a miss, and he struck him out. 2 down.
Third time he struck out in this one, and definitely an individual performance you want to flush. He just hasn't looked very comfortable up there. Just one of those days. But when you're still winning the ball game, at least you can focus on doing your part to maintain that lead and getting that W.
Adames stands in now and watches strike one.
Looks like he sacrificed a pitch right down the middle for tracking and timing. Some good hitters will do that.
And there's a strike on the outside corner.
And at bat like this is almost over as it begins. In this situation, you have no idea what the next pitch is going to be. You just got to hope that you can make contact.
That one's upstairs, ball one.
0-2 fastball way out of the zone. I think he's trying to speed him up. Got to stay back. Off speed's probably coming.
Swing and a fly ball in the air out towards right center field. Coming on is Pham to make the play. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and a man left. Through 8 full, it's the Giants 3 and the Pirates nothing. We're back, and on the mound is the closer, Ryan Walker.
Well, he's the guy they hope to turn to out of the pen to lock down wins. So this game has gone to plan, more or less. Let's see if he can wrap it up here.
Here's the catcher, Joey Bart. First pitch doesn't find the zone.
They hope he's the guy to spark a comeback. He tends to play better when his team is behind, so why not him?
Checked his swing on the 1-0 and appeal to first. Did not go. Swing and a pop-up. Foul and a play off to the right side. That'll find the stands. Ripped on a line to center. Lee makes the catch. And there's one down. So next to the plate for Pittsburgh, Billy Cook. 0 for 3 in this one. Slider right there.
Well, there's a certain point where you have to commit to what you think you see, and he guessed wrong right there. Nasty slider with just terrific bite at the end.
One down, base is empty. And he bunts, but that's a foul ball. Swings through him for the K. And the Pirates with only 1 out left. So the bullpen doing a nice job backing up the effort from their starter.
Yeah, we've seen some pretty excellent pitching out of this staff so far. I mean, they've come in ready to do their job and get outs. They've been pretty tough to get to in this one.
Gonzalez in the box now. No balls and a strike. The Pirates down to their final strike. And that's in the dirt. And the 1-2 misses to even the count. In the air to left down the line. And it gets into the corner, but it's foul. And it remains 2-2. Good job to fight that one off. Two down, nobody on. Got him, and that's the ball game.
This is just a nice win. 3-0 ball game. You feel comfortable about the 3 runs that you scored, but you also know that if you're not careful, a bloop, a base hit, and a home run ties everything up. But it was great pitching. Timely hitting really made the difference.
A shutout in this one. 3-0 our final score. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi. We'll see you soon.